Hi everybody, it's Jack here from the Office of Employability and Graduate Success, and I'm here to talk to you today about job hunting, job seeking, job searching, whatever you want to call it, finding work. And I'm here to show you what services we have that you, as our students and our graduates, can use to better find work, namely CareerHub. Now, if you've been following our Facebook page, you've probably heard us talk about CareerHub 100 times. We talk about it in most of our posts and most of our other online content. But that's because we put everything that we have, job opportunities, events, resources, appointment bookings, all of that is done through CareerHub. And you will have access to it as well. If you're a current student or a graduate, you have access to CareerHub. So we want to show you what you can do. And that's why I'm here. So today I'm just going to show you some of the easy ways that you can search for work and some of the events that you can join that will help you in your journey. Okay, so this is what the main page of CareerHub is going to look like for you. There is a login page first, and when it comes to logins, everybody who's a current student or a graduate will have access. If you're a current student, your login details will be your student ID and only your student ID, not your full email, just the number itself. And your password will be the same as your My Western and your Views. If you can't remember that, you'll need to change it on My Western because it all automatically links from there. But if you use the information through the current students portal, you'll be able to gain access. And if you are a graduate of Western Sydney University, even if it was 20 years ago and you only did a very small bachelor's and you were successfully graduated, then you have access as well. Your details for that will be your student number also, same as current students. And your password, I think, will be the last password that you had set for the account, which, if you don't remember, just contact us at careers@westernsydney.edu.au or comment in the comments down below, and we'll be able to find that for you and get your account set up. Okay, so now that we're in, this is what your first page will look like. And this is the current student view usually. One or two small different changes because I'm an administrator, but this is going to be your main view. And there's a load of different things on this page to kind of first help you out and guide you where you want to go. Here, for example, we've got our main workflow for internship and graduate jobs. Just have a quick look there. And this is what one of our info pages will look like. Information, this one talks about, CareerHub, Go Global, the graduate recruitment participation program, loads of other things as well. I don't want to spoil it all for you. I want to leave some mystery in there for you. If you go back to the main page, we have the link, which takes you into the whole workflow on designing your resumes, our employability programs like Global Scope and GRPP. Up here, it will be a random organization that advertises jobs with us. Today, it's the Department of Home Affairs, which is one of our more formal and one of our bigger entities who advertise with us. And on the right here, we'll have our upcoming events. So you can see here, we've got World of Work, which is actually a very good workshop, which I'm going to talk about later, but as well, everything you need to know about LinkedIn, Wise Talks. It shows you everything that's coming up within the next week or so, and something that might spark your interest will be very handy for you. But your main sort of search guiding tools that you're going to be using to find those opportunities, those jobs, whether they're small casual part-time all the way up to your big graduate programs, they're going to be found here. So there's two ways you can go about this. You can crack in straight away by searching for exactly what you want in the opportunities, and this pulls from all of CareerHub. So you get access to basically everything straight away. However, if you're looking specifically for employment opportunities, you can click in here. So I'm going to open that in another tab so we can go back if we need to. And this is basically what the jobs site looks like. So immediately you'll get a recommended for you portion, and this changes based on some of the other jobs you've shown an interest in, or importantly, what actually links up with your preferences that come across from the first page. When you first set up your account, you'll get asked a bunch of preferences, and this all links up with that. So think long and hard about your preferences. They're very important. And yeah, you can see here, it's throwing up a couple for me here. I look at a lot of things because I'm an administrator, but those will be a bit more relevant for you. And there'll also be some employers talk straight, such as the UAC, Australian Bureau of Statistics. And if you click, say, for example, in there, you can actually go to their page, see a little bit of information about them, and maybe any jobs that they're advertising at the current time. So here, back to the actual job search, what we can do is, if you're looking for a really simple position and you don't really mind where it is, you don't mind if it's part-time, if it's full-time, you're looking to get into the field right away. So as a psychologist, you can just type in psychologist, click search, and away you go. It'll pull things from all over, all locations, all opportunity types, and you'll get a little bit of everything. However, you can use the filter, like the search filter criteria, much like Seek, much like Indeed, and filter that down. So in here, you'll have your paid opportunities, your unpaid, and your special one for scholarships. Important, the student jobs on campus actually links with the jobs on campus program that we run here in the office. And there'll be more information about that elsewhere on the page. So feel free to follow that one up. International role. Refers to any opportunities that are overseas, which at the current time might not be something that is incredibly well advertised, something you're looking at, but for future reference, that's what international role refers to. And freelance and contracts offer those opportunities which are one-offs. They're not coming back around frequently, they're not for ongoing employment, they'll be your one-off jobs. However, and then when it comes to location as well, my little tip is, it says here, you do Kingswood, New South Wales, Australia, but realistically, it is just easier to type in Kingswood. And you'll get a few suggestions here, Kingswood campus and all of that. But if you're looking in the general area, you can do Sydney, for example, and it gives you all of these sorts of areas, and they link up with the areas and the postings on the job listings. So that's the basics, but if you want to go deeper, if you're looking for something particular and you know what you want, voila, do you see what I clicked? More search options. So you click into there and it opens up basically everything. This is every criteria that when we're posting up the jobs for employers, we actually use as well. So you can search right down to the finest detail that we have to offer. So you've got your keywords, your opportunity types, and your location up here. If you go further down, you can actually look for contract type. So you've got your temporary arrangements and your more ongoing permanent jobs. Contract hours, that's your full-time, your part-time, and your casual, bit of both. And then there's two ones here, employer, industry, and occupation. Now, the difference here, and quite a lot of people get confused, is that your employer industry is going to be the area of industry and the area of work that the actual organization entity works for. So say, for example, you want to be a marketer for a big marketing sort of firm inside Woolworths Group. Now, Woolworths might not necessarily identify as a marketing group. They might identify, if we go down this list here, they may see themselves more as retail trade or wholesale trade. They might, or maybe even postal and warehousing, because they have warehousing divisions. So always keep that in mind. This is a good time to use if you're looking to get into a particular industry. You're more focused on the industry rather than the position. However, if you are more interested in the position area, like I want to be in marketing, I don't mind if I work for Woolies, I don't mind if I work for Combank, I don't mind if I work for, like a childcare center, I want to be a marketeer, then you would go to occupation, because occupation is what actually divides up the role itself and what the individual role has been labeled as. So, and these are amazingly broken down now. We had an update earlier this year, which really breaks down roles into much more categories that are much more like recognized within sort of the job seeker community. Example, accounting jobs, that's any job that kind of has is open to people with an accounting skill set or would be good for people looking to build an accounting skill set. Administration and office support, that's good for your project administrators, your admin assistants. Call center, customer service and retail, those will be shops, that'll be some of the more casual part-time opportunities will be in there. Construction and engineering, a lot of internships are in there at the moment. Education and training, all of our teaching related positions get shared through education and training. Government, defense and policing has a lot of the government spec jobs, and also the institutes around law enforcement. If you are studying law, you're going to love our legal services tab, because anything that has a law element, we put in legal services. And then towards the bottom, we'll also have, there's a few here, such as security, sports and rec, trades and laborers, which are very good. We don't just do academic jobs and like big graduate positions here. We find any work that can really work with the student and work for what you are doing. So if you're looking for work, say for example, as a tradie, because you've got a background in it, and yeah, you're studying, law and business here, but your experience is in a trade, we've got a whole section devoted to trades here. Underneath that, residency requirements. Any is a good option if you don't have any kind of restrictions there. However, we've got ones all candidates considered including international. You've got your Aussie citizens, and then your Aussie citizens and permanent residents, and that is inclusive of New Zealand citizens as well. And some job opportunities won't have residency requirements outlined on them because they've not been shared with us. So they might not flag if you choose any of these, just something to bear in mind. So you can select one of everything here, get really specific, really something that you want to look for. But if you're not completely sure and you want to go really broad on something, you can actually say, I wanted a job in, what's a good section? What's a good section? I wanted a job in education and training. I just want to be teaching something. I'm studying to be a primary teacher, and anything in that area, whether it's a little tutoring job or a full-time graduate position in high school, primary school, would work for me. So you can click just one thing, leave the rest of it blank, and it will still search widely for those positions. So if we scroll down here, you can see it's pulled up a bunch of opportunities here. First and foremost, job spot opportunities are going to be on every page. The job spots page is actually listed in every occupation, because there's a whole mix of jobs on there. I mean, if we have a quick look in it now, we can actually see, once it loads up and we get to see what marvelous work we've been doing, we can see here there's jobs such as God, I can't speak today. Retail, sales assistant, medical receptionist, sales assistant, and these link up to external recruitment places. Let's go back to search jobs. But here, back in the education tab, we can see there's an early childhood teacher position, there's tutoring positions, there's, you can work with, online tutoring. Online tutoring is very big at the moment, what with COVID and restrictions happening. Casual teaching position in some of your higher level areas. Tutoring jobs are very big at the moment. Jobs on campus will sometimes sneak in here as well with one of theirs if it's working for a particular area. And in each job opportunity, ideally, you'll also get this last sentence. And in this last sentence on each of the summaries, we usually do cover basic information such as remuneration or salary figure, the general area of the opportunities, or even the specific area of the opportunities, like Northern Beaches here, but then multiple Sydney locations. And also just a brief little snippet of the job, like conditions. Like, this is a full-time opportunity. This is a casual applicant pool. That's full-time as well. And that just helps better inform and allows you to have a better browsing experience. You're not having to click open every tab, then have to make a full decision. You can use the summary to sort of base some of that information off. And say, for example, this early childhood teacher in the Northern Beaches. If we go here, again, we'll wait nice and patient for it to open. There we go. This is what it will look like. You'll have your basic information over here, usually your pay, commencement. So ASAP basically means, they're looking for somebody right now. The quicker, the better. And you've got your contract type, your contract hours. Remember those criteria we were filling in earlier? Well, this is where this comes into play. Residency requirements. And if you are interested in applying for this job, you're looking at it and you think, yes, this is me. You go to how to apply. And then it will show information about application procedures, and if they've included it, contact details of the person, and a little bit about the organization as well, taken from the organization profile. So that's pretty much everything in terms of searching for jobs. It really is like the never-ending kind of pit. You can kind of go in there, you can do different combinations of things, you can just search for everything and go through each job individual if you want. We've got hundreds of jobs active at any one time, and there could be anything out there for you, and it's always changing. Well, I'm the person who looks at the approvals for the new jobs that are coming in. I can tell you something new goes up every day, guarantee you. What's one thing? Yes, one last thing I want to talk about as well is our events and workshops. And there's one specific workshop that I want to talk about. It's our World of Work workshop. And that workshop is basically, let's open that up in another tab. I've got so many tabs. All right, let's have a look. So World of Work is basically a workshop that runs every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at midday. It's run by our careers education team. Doubtless, it's been mentioned before. We've done promotion on it. And the reason we're putting it out there so much is, quite frankly, it's one of the easiest things you can do at the moment to sort of connect with one of our, careers advice team, careers education team, and also get in contact with some other students who are also sort of job seeking. And these sessions really are a place to talk and, to learn more about job hunting and various skills surrounding that and job applications. They're completely free to sign up for. They're run completely online through Zoom. Right now I'm in this page, and if I wanted to book my place Friday, 4th of September, midday, I just click book, and yeah, you're booked into this event. And it will go to, if you're a current student, your student email. If you're a graduate, it will go to the email account that's actually linked with your CareerHub profile. And if at any time you're not feeling it, you're like, oh, wait, I've got my competitive knitting competition on then. Cancel booking. Voila, booking cancelled, easily done. So that's always a big positive. If you're really struggling finding work and you're not quite sure what to do, I encourage you to get onto the World of Work. It is such a good workshop. Like, credit to our careers education team for running that, because they're doing an amazing job. And there's one thing I saw earlier as well. So when we say events and workshops, we're not just talking about our events and workshops. We're talking about like events and workshops in general. So a lot of them include employer like run events or industry run events where they can do sort of networking opportunities. Like, for example, a student graduate engineering and IT job expo. So your career expos are there as well. And those are also things that are put in there. You can book them much the same way, or be taken to an external booking site to actually book them. And those will be just as helpful for you. So, and yeah, we've got other workshops that are also listed here as well. And you can search them by, if you want to look at all the World of Work listings, you can just crack in there, World of Work, and it'll bring up one or two others that actually have similar word counts. That's how it works. But you can see run every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But if you wanted something on resumes, you don't click that because it opens up a new window. But there we are. We'll do it again, resume. And you can see that we've got the build your resume with us and improve and review your resume as well. So we've got a little bit of something for everybody there. And we've also got our resources on resumes and cover letters, selection criteria, interviews, your careers toolkit. And if you go into here, you'll find sort of PDFs and workflows and informations. For example, our CV builder. You'll find all of this information that actually takes you through all the different links. So this one links you up with Abintegro, which is, one of the companies we work with for CV reviews. And yeah, that is actually pretty much it. There's a lot more obviously there. I could talk about CareerHub until my hair turns grey, but you should honestly dedicate some time to going there. And if you have any questions whatsoever, put them in the comments down below. Email us at the email in the description, careers@westernsydney.edu.au, or even call us or put our phone number in there as well. We're more than happy to chat to you and more than happy to work with you. And yeah, even send us an inbox through CareerHub, a little message, and we'll, not CareerHub, to the Careers Facebook page, and we'll be able to get back to you there and help you out. But yeah, that's it from me today. A lot of fun doing this for you. I'm sure you'll see me around again sometime, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. Bye.